Hey YouTube, this is Derrian with Derrian Did It Crochet Portraits and DerrianDidIt.com. What I am going to try to do today is make an instructional video on how to do my practice pattern. There are a lot of people who have looked at my crochet portraits and wondered how to do it. If you have a great pattern, you'll be able to do it. Some of the things that you need, first of all, is a pattern. You can download this from my group page, and also if you order one of the portraits, one of the patterns from me, the portrait pattern, you'll receive it there too. Another thing I use are rubber bands. Some people use, what do you call it, bobbins. I don't use bobbins. I'm very frugal. So that's one of the things that I do not invest in. I just figure I get a big bag of rubber bands and I can use them over and over again. As you'll see, you'll need yarn. I just so happen to have all the different colors of yarn that are needed for this pattern. And I use red heart yarn for my crochet patterns. You will need a latch hook, or you'll need a, let me see, it's called a, let me get some of the yarn out of there. Goodness. It's called a darning hook. My mother sent this to me because I told her that I lost one of my old latch hooks, so she sent this to me. And it is greatly appreciated. It goes in and out. It's pretty cool. Here's also another latch hook that can be used to tuck the threads in, excuse me, not threads, tuck the yarn in, because I do not like shag carpet when it comes to the back of my pieces. A pair of sharp scissors, and I also use a contrasting color pen. And the reason why I do that is because if you have black and it's black ink, then it's probably going to be a little bit hard for you to be able to see where it is that you need to go. Okay, what I am going to assume is that you already know how to chain stitch and you already know how to single crochet. All right, so what I have done already is I have done the chain 21, and I have also done the first row, which says right side color 4, which is the white color, single crochet 20. This is my second video that I have done trying to do this. My first one didn't upload. All right, so here is my single crochet 20. Okay, and of color 1. So now what we are going to do is we are going to go to the second row, and it says WS, which means wrong side, which is the back side, and it's color 4, single crochet 10. So I mark that off as I'm doing it, and you see how it's a different color, it's a contrasting color on there. It makes it easier for me to read the patterns and to know where I am. The crochet hook I'm going to use is a J hook, and the reason why I'm using a J hook is because it's a lot bigger and you're going to be able to see it more. This thing right here, yeah, I also get this at Joann's. You can put it on there and it helps your grip. I tend to crochet tight, and because I crochet tight, it helps my fingers out a little bit. So we're going to go now to row 2, but first, if you have not finished your first row, pause the video now and do the first row, and then turn the video back on. All right, so right now we are at color 4, single crochet 10. So what I am going to do is at the end of each row, okay, you are to chain 1 stitch. That is in the instructions that were provided for you for your patterns. So at the end of each row, you make sure that you chain 1. Okay, and then you turn it, And when you turn it, make sure you go into this first single crochet right here, okay? Do the first one, and then we're going to single crochet 10. All right, so I am going to, single crochet 10, 1, 2. I'm trying to get this so you can see it, and I can see it. Let's get that tie out. 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, I'm going to cut this part off so this little thing is not in my way and you guys are able to see. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so when you get to your 10th single crochet, you make sure you keep the 2 of those on the hook. And the reason why you keep the 2 of those on the hook is when you change colors, you have to finish that single crochet with a different color. And here's my rubber band. You guys use bobbins. Like I said, I use rubber bands, and then you'll be able to see what to do. So now color 3, it says single crochet 1. So you take your pin and you mark your pattern off, and color 3 is the light blue. And what I'm going to do right now is show you how to wind it up. How I wind up my yarn is I take my finger and I hold this down, okay, and then I just wind it around on my hand. Let me put this all the way out here. Okay, and then you just wind it around on your hand, because when you wind it around on your hand and you have this little tie here, it comes out in the middle. And then you take a rubber band or a bobbin, whichever you choose, and you wrap it. All right, so this single crochet 1, and we're on the wrong side, so we need to make sure that we know that when we are adding this yarn in, because if we don't, then we'll have yarn on the wrong side of the work. So what we do here is we take this yarn and we add it on. Okay, and then we pull it through. All right, when we pull it through, what we do now is we tie. We tie this here. We tie it in a knot. We do this now, but what we do is we tuck it in afterwards. So we're supposed to do a single crochet 1. So right now we make sure this is in the back. All right, and we put our crochet hook through and we bring it out. So that is the single crochet 1. And then with color 2, we single crochet 4. All right, so color 2 is the purple. All right, so we take this and do the same thing with it. Make sure that because we're on the wrong side, we have all the yarn going to the wrong side. The yarn ends going to the wrong side, because if we don't, then we're going to have to be pulling yarn through, you know, when we get finished with the piece or get finished with the row or something like that. We need to, this is a way to save time when we know which side is which on the pattern. So that's some things that we need to do. And then we just tie this in a knot here. Okay. And you know, a lot of people, they're like, okay, I don't like all these knots, I don't like all these bobbins. But when you get started on your piece, you're going to like it because you're not going to have to keep on cutting and tying and everything. You're going to really appreciate these bobbins then. And after a while, just like anything else that you try, you'll get used to them. So with this piece here, this is color 2, single crochet 4. So in the first one, okay, this next one right here, we do the single crochet in. All right, so the second one, what we do is we put these 2 ties that we had. Okay, we finished this one single crochet right here, and then we tuck the other yarn ends into this here. Okay, so this is our second single crochet. So as you see, this is the back piece, and we are tucking yarn, you know, throughout. We're not having yarn just hanging around. All right, so then we do 2 more crochets, 2 more single crochets. So we go 1, 2. All right, so the next thing we have is color 1, single crochet 1. All right, so we have 4 stitches. We have 1 stitch of blue. Then we have the 4 stitches, and remember, on the 4th stitch we keep that on the hook so we can add our next color. So it is color 3, single crochet 1, and color 3 is the light blue again. So I already have that cut out, and we will add this on. To your piece. All right, and then we tie it in a knot. All right, and then we go single crochet 1 in. Okay, and then the next we have color 4, single crochet 4. And of course we add another piece. Okay, make sure that yarn is to the back. Make sure the end is toward the back. And we tie it in a knot. Don't forget to do the knot tie. Okay, and then the first one, we put it in. Oh, sorry. Let me move this out the way. We put it into that next single crochet stitch, and then we take it and put it into the next 4. Okay, and then there is a reason why I did not carry the light blue behind the white. And the reason is that when you were to do that, if you were to take a picture of this piece and you had light blue behind the white, you will be able to see the light blue where the white is supposed to be. Okay, so what you need to do is do it in like colors. Well, this is the end of this video. I will be doing the next row in another video because I want to make sure that you guys get it all. Okay, I will see you in part 2.